Hello and good morning everybody, or good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is. It's 11:15 for me, but it'll be 6 p.m. for you, so good evening I suppose. Yeah, first video of 2026, or first video recorded in 2026, so this should be released in February, but today for me is currently January the 14th, so we thought we'd start the year off with a little run to Scotland, because why not? Yeah, so it's a Wednesday, we're running up to Scotland. It's going to be a 3-day trip. It's going to go up there, drop this off tomorrow, get someone else I suppose, maybe, don't know, and then run back down. But we got the little urban trailer on. We got 9 pallets to run up there. No, not 9, 7 pallets to run up there to Stirling to get off, and yeah, do whatever else we have to do. So let's get straight into it. So yeah, 2026. It's been a fun couple of weeks for me so far. Oh, lady there with some kiddies. Let's might want to move the doggy out of the way. So make sure we're past her. We're okay. Lovely stuff. Plenty of room. Cool. Right. Yeah. So I'm filming a week earlier than I was planning to film, so I was planning on filming next week, but because I've been given a Scotland run today, I figured I'll film this. So yeah, we're into the second week of January for work anyway. Yeah, you're right there, buddy. I've got the rear steer trailer, so you're all good. I'll get round you. Yeah, so I figured, because I'm going to Scotland, I'll give you a Scotland one for the first film of the year, so lovely stuff. Yeah, we had a very interesting week for our first week back last week, but I'll tell you all about that. Yesterday was quite an interesting day as well, collecting some machinery that wasn't quite going to plan, and yeah, nothing was going quite right yesterday, so I'll tell you all about that as well. So as we got a bit of a long drive, I can tell you about things, because I won't be doing much more than just driving today, because this is for delivery tomorrow. I'm going to miss that Volvo. Yeah, we're all good. I'm going to miss the Citroen. Yeah, that's a shame we missed it, but it's all good. Another French car still on the road. Start the year off upsetting people already. Yeah, so I'll tell you all about what's going on there. Obviously no more debriefs this year, which I did say about, but it's been nice not having to stress about rushing and getting videos done. So, you know, it was getting a bit much. Yeah. It wasn't difficult, but it just takes up either part of my Friday night or Saturday morning. It's like I've got to get it done, and it just a bit of pressure on it, where my normal filming schedule is quite relaxed. You know, I can get a couple of videos done in a week, get them put up, and because I've got so many videos out, it doesn't really matter so much, so I've got a bit of time to get them done. There's no pressure to get stuff out, which is kind of how I want to do it. If I'm pressured, then it becomes a chore, and then I'll become disheartened at doing it and won't want to do it. So to keep me happy and keep things going the way I want to do it, we do it with as little stress or pressure as possible. Not this stressful. I don't really find much stressful, to be fair. Some people find this job stressful, but I don't see that. It's, for me, quite a relaxed job. So yeah. Right, so we're going to leave Bridport here. It's currently 11:20 in the morning. I've already done 2.5 hours driving this morning. We started at 7:30, well, 7:15 in Andover, run the Oval, got some stuff off, and now we're in Bridport, collected this trailer, and yeah, now off to Stirling. So I don't know when we're going to get today, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We're going to try and just do a 9 today, save the 10s for Thursday and Friday. So I'll stop rabbiting on. I hope 2026 has been a good start for you. I hope January's been good for you, because obviously we're in February now. So yeah, suppose we better get up the road. Leah and Jai, there we go, you're on video. Good stuff. Right, see you in a bit. Well, we're up to Bristol now. I say Bristol, Gordano Services M5, junction 19. Gonna go in here and have a half-hour break, because we have 13 minutes of driving time left on a 4.5. I don't know why I'm indicating indicating over. I don't need to indicate over. It's just the way the road goes. Yeah. And then apparently it's 4.5 hours to Lancaster from here, and that's why I'm going to try and stop for the night. Try and keep it within a 9-hour drive today if we can. And then that'll save me 2 10s for tomorrow and Friday. But we'll see what happens with that. So yeah. Depends how much I get held up. I don't want to have to take another drive if I can, so if I lose a few minutes here, in other words, if I can't get to where I want to park up in Lancaster within a 4.5, I'm going to need to have another break. But if I have another break, then I've still got about 15 minutes of time before I go over a 9, so yeah. It's going to be a juggling game, I think, with time. I'm getting there. I think I will... I mean, I've got about half a tank, or just under half a tank. So, it's a bit early to fill up, if you ask me. Could just fill up later, but it's then going to eat into my time for me to get the Lancaster in one go. I don't know. I might just fill up later on. We'll see. Juggling all these things around, trying to figure out what I want to do. If I get fuel now, I could get up to Lancaster, which is going to take me down to about 3/4. Now it leaves me 3/4 for tomorrow. It means when I'm in Scotland tomorrow, I'm going to have to find fuel. But there's plenty of places to get it, I suppose. I mean, Stirling services has fuel, and I'll be going past that. So, yeah. Right, let's go get a shower. See you in a bit. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we're probably on my currently most hated bit of motorway section, or section of motorways of the UK at the moment, which is where the M5 and M6 join each other. So I'm currently on the M5, trying to join the M6, and no matter what time of day, well, if it's in daytime, no matter what time you get here, it's just a pain, and the driving around here is terrible at the best of times, and yeah. You're almost guaranteed for traffic. At the moment, I don't have enough time in a 4.5 to get to where I want to park up to 2 minutes shy. Hopefully we can get through this quick, but we'll see. But every time I come here, it's just a nightmare. So, but I thought I'd bring you in for a little story time. Yeah, story time. So we will start you off with my first week of the year. So I started on, well, I had from the 24th to the 24th of December till the 5th of January, well, 4th of January. I started back at the 5th of January, which was the Monday. 6 o'clock start, which wasn't too bad. Doing the metal frames again, the big gantry frames. So go in, collect the step frame out of Clark's, and then go down to Heathfield. Anyway, I got in at 6 o'clock in the morning, chucked all my stuff in the truck, had a look, but as I was putting the stuff in the fridge, I realised there's loads of water in the bottom. Anyway, tried to start the truck, nothing, dead. Wow, it tried to turn over, but it didn't actually turn over, so it was pretty knackered. Tried it twice, because sometimes it's just where it'd been a bit cold, sometimes they just struggle to turn, but nope, didn't have it. So then scoured the yard for a jump pack, no luck. Rung Rory, and he said it was like Michael's still in the yard, and he had the jump pack the other day, so went and knocked on Michael's cab because he was sleeping in the cab. He was getting up anyway, and borrowed the jump pack off him and jumped the truck. So we got it running. Thought, yay, that should be alright then. We'll see how we get on. Anyway, run down to Heathfield. Well, run to Clark's, collected the step frame, got out of there. So the truck stopped while I was there. I had the lights on and that, like I normally do. Normally leave the lights on when I'm doing whatever. And the truck seemed to still be a bit hesitant to start, even though I've been driving for an hour and 20 minutes or whatever it was. So I thought, might still need a bit of charge in them, though usually after an hour, normally be alright. So then, run down Heathfield to load up the frames. Has left the night heater on but turned the lights off just to keep it warm in the cab because it was very, very cold. It was a very cold day. It's like -1, I think, or something like that. It was, yeah, bitterly cold. Anyway, yeah, done that. Went to jump in the truck to start it after loading, and it really struggled to start again. I was like, oh god, here we go, dead batteries. So I rang Rory, let him know. He said, okay, well, keep going for now, we'll see what you can do. Just keep an eye on it and let me know. So anyway, continuing on my day, got up to Telford, took off the ungalvanised frames, reloaded with galvanised ones. Again, the truck was a bit hesitant to start, but I didn't leave anything on, so I was like, yeah, this isn't great. So I run down the creek for the night, parked up, and while I was parked up, plugged my laptop in. I thought, right, I'll see how well it does charging my laptop. So I plugged my laptop in, and after 10 minutes my inverter started beeping at me to warn of low voltage. So yeah, at that point I knew my batteries were absolutely knackered, because normally I can sit in here overnight. You know, if I have a long period off, you know, I can quite happily sit in here for 4 or 5 hours with my laptop plugged in and not have an issue, and the truck will still start fine. Now, bearing in mind I've had it plugged in for 10 minutes and it's already warning me of voltage, yeah, I thought, great, I'm in for a rubbish night. So anyway, I rung Rory, rung the boss, rung Ben as well, and sort of let them know the situation. They said, just keep the truck running until you get to bed. I was like, right, so okay. And Rory said, put the night heater on for the night, you should be fine, we'll see how you go. Anyway, I run the engine from 6 o'clock till about 10 o'clock when I went to bed. Was it 10 o'clock? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock I went to bed, because I was up at 5. Yeah, but I thought to myself, it's going to be a cold night, but I'll try without the night heater, see how far I can get through the night without the night heater. So once I switched everything off, turned the engine off, got into bed, and then yeah, went to sleep. Didn't sleep particularly great that night. Anyway, it got to about -4.5 degrees that night in Crick. Very cold. We got up in the morning and I went to start the truck and it just turned over. Literally, I turned the key and it was like whoa, 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 and then it sort of stuttered and then it fired. I was like, oh, thank God for that, I didn't have to call anyone out. I think if I had the night heater on that night, I wouldn't have started in the morning, not at all. The fridge stopped it again in the night as well to save voltage, so I had water in the fridge again. Yeah, so great stuff. So anyway, on the Tuesday, started up 5 o'clock in the morning, run down to Tilbury, left the truck on while unloading. Once that was off, then run to the New Holland place where I collected the tractors out from Brentwood, is it? I can't remember. Somewhere in Essex. Collected one tractor out of one location, then I had to run to the other location to collect 2 more tractors, which was in itself an utter ball ache. I was there for just over 3 hours, because there's only one place you're allowed to load the tractors, because all the tractors are unregistered, so you're not allowed to drive them up the road to where your truck is, and it has to be loaded on the road because there's no room in the yard. So they have a special thing that allows them to be loaded right outside their entrance, not allowed to load anywhere else. So I had to wait for this other guy to load up his 4 tractors, which were all buried. He had to move about 16 tractors out the way to get to the 4 he needed, and this guy wasn't exactly rushing, he was taking his sweet ass time. And then eventually it got to me loading the 2 that I needed to get out of there. So I loaded 1 from the first location, needed to collect 2 from the other location. Lucky mine weren't buried quite as much. One of mine was right at the front, and this yard is very, very tight, and I'm moving around giant tractors, so surprised I didn't damage anything, to be fair, because I got a load of myself. And then the other tractor I had to move 3 out of the way to get my one out, which wasn't too bad. And then the next guy needed to get one of his tractors out, so I put one of mine back, he put one of the ones back that I moved, and then the last one we had to leave out so he could get one of his out. So finally got me way, left my truck running pretty much the entire time I was doing this. So yeah, sort of truck was out on the road with the engine running while I was dealing with stuff in their yard. Just a bit of a risk I had to run, really, because every time I stopped the truck after a few minutes it would struggle to start. At that point, run all the way back to the yard with them to drop them off. I was going to try and get one off in Dorchester, but I would have been too late, just because of how long it took me to load. So run everything back to the yard. I literally got to the yard as I ticked over 4.5 hours driving, because I hit traffic. I should have been just under 4-hour drive, but I hit loads of traffic around Dorchester and that, which really screwed me up. Literally pulled into the yard as it ticked over 4.5 hours drive, and then Rory took over. I pulled my card out. He then dropped the trailer for me and then drove my truck and me down to the workshop to then swap the batteries, so I now have new batteries in. So he did order new batteries, but they sent the wrong batteries out, so he did have 2 other batteries in there which are absolutely fine. He put them in, and then I drove back to the yard, put my car back in, drove back to the yard, hitched up to the trailer ready for the next day and done that. So yeah, luckily since then batteries have been absolutely fine. I've had no trouble with the night heater. The fridge has been running all the time. I've had my laptop plugged in for hours and it's been fine. So yeah, that was the start of my my year. So quite eventful. Yeah. Well, that was just the start of that week. We'll get on to the end of the week a little bit later in this video. So we're going to crack on up the road a little bit. Let's see how we get on. I'll see you in a little bit for story time number 2. Right, so we're now parked up in Lancaster. There's basically a truck in front of me and a whole bunch of other trucks down the road, but we managed to smash it into a space. It's currently 7 o'clock. Just about to do me dinner. Having a spicy meatball abracadabra. Arabati. Arab meatball pasta. That's what we're having. So yeah, we had a shower at Gordano Services and scolded ourselves because the water in there is incredibly hot when no one's using the taps. Done that. Got fuel at wherever it was I got fuel. Keel, that's it. Just turn the inverter on. Get the microwave plate. Bang that on there. Bang that in there. Oh, need to get some new springs for that. 4 minutes and we're good. So we'll let that cook away. Yeah, so we got fuel at Keel and then made our way up here to Lancaster, and we made it with 8 minutes left on a 4.5 hour, no, 7 minutes left on a 4.5 hour drive. So yeah, we've done well. Yeah, considering we hit all that traffic at Birmingham and that, which is standard, but no, we flew up pretty well. A little bit of traffic around sort of just north of Lim, I suppose, or yeah, about that sort of area. We hit a little bit of traffic and a little bit near Preston, but no, pretty much flew up and we made good time. So yeah, gonna eat my dinner, gonna play some Minecraft because I'm back into that again. Yes, it is an addiction, I'm very much aware of it. Minecraft is my yeah, I like it. Don't judge me. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, play some games, go to sleep. It's about 3 hours 45 minutes here up to destination, so we'll probably start about 4, maybe 5, see how I feel. If I leave at 5, I'll get there for about 9, so that sort of makes sense. Looks like it's a school I'm delivering to, so it might be a new school there. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning at some point. Right, hello and good morning. We are just entering Callander. First time I've been here. I assume that's how it's pronounced because that looks like how it's spelt, so if I'm wrong then oh well. It doesn't bother me. I won't lose any sleep over it. Anyway, we started at 5 o'clock this morning, left Lancaster, had a nice little sleep after playing Minecraft for far too long because yeah, reasons. And then yeah, we entered Scotland about 7, just before 7 I think it was, and then yeah, now we're up here in Callander, just north of Stirling. Beautiful stuff. So we're just going to go down here and figure out exactly where it is we're going. So there's a road name which I think is opposite the school I'm supposed to be going to. I don't know exactly. There is another school just as you turn this corner and go over the bridge, but I don't think it's that school. There's one further down by the looks of it, which is a high school. But I don't know. He just said, it says something school on the paperwork, so Yeah, it's a primary school project, so it's something to do with a school. You know, vagueness on the information of where I've got to go is a typical thing. Got to use your melon sometimes and figure these things out. But it's right, we do have a contact number, so if I get there and have no luck, I'll give it a ring. So if I'm given no specific instructions to ring beforehand, then I'll just wait until I arrive on site and ring them. At which points when they tell me, oh yeah, I'm about an hour away, mate, just sit tight on the double yellows or something. Yeah, but ain't been too bad a run up this morning, so we're on nearly 4 hours driving now, so pretty much a straight run. Did stop for some breakfast at Annandale Water Services. Yeah. And then we carried on our way up here. We gotta go this way. I don't believe there's any vehicle restrictions down here because I had a look on Google Maps and I didn't see nothing, so we should be golden. I think this one's the first school it showed me. I don't think it's this one. Doesn't look like anything's going on there, so. Thank you. Looks like there's a weight restriction up that way though. Weak bridge, 1.5 miles ahead, 13 tonne. Well, we won't go that way then. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing after this either. Or what I might be doing, because obviously I've got a small trailer. Most places want you to take a full load or something, and can't get a full load on a small trailer. Right, is this it? That looks like a school. Ah, it's like something going on behind. So how do I get to that then? Right. This is the road it's telling me. So I'll just pull down here and just park up for a minute. Hope for the best. Way over. I don't want to go driving in a school grounds in case it's the wrong bit, so yeah, we'll make a quick call, I suppose, or figure it out some way or another. Alright, I didn't actually make a call, I just had a look on Google Maps and looks like the site behind the school is down this road down here. Just got to see if I can get round this island now. Hopefully with the rear steer we can. With a standard trailer I definitely wouldn't make that. Gonna make it. Be tight, and we are going to go up the curb a little bit. Lovely stuff. Right, so it looks like the entrance to the site is potentially down here. If it's not, then I don't know. going on here as well. Might have to call someone. I do not know. To actually speak to that man there at the gate. See if he's going to come over. Bear with me a minute. Right, so we're at the right site. So I've spoken to the man, and he said come down here, then ring my contact, and yeah, we'll go from there. I was hoping there's someone to turn around down here, because it'll be fun reversing this trailer sort of back out here, but you know, needs must and all that. We'll do it if we have to. He said don't enter the site, just wait outside and give them a call and then figure out where they want me. So yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, looks like the right place. Right, this is the entrance of the site, so we'll just sit here for a minute and I'll ring me contact. Right, see you in a minute. Hello, we're done. Sorry, trailer's having a bit of a mare at the moment. For some reason it's not detected sight on the brakes, but as soon as you get moving it shuts up. There we go, it's shut up now. It's now telling me about my other bits and pieces, which is nothing major. But yeah, it's alright, I didn't get any of the unloading. I was just waiting for ages for someone to come out to me, and then someone did come out to me, and then we got unloaded pretty quick, so I didn't really think of getting the cameras out, I just kind of got on with it. So yeah, no, nice and simple. That's me done for the day pretty much. I've just got to drive south because I'm loading out of Buxton, I think it was, he said, tomorrow, which obviously I'm not going to get to today, so we've got a long way to run south, so it is what it is. Like I said, I thought it'd be an issue to get any sort of full load on this trailer. Well, you obviously can't fit a full load on this trailer anyway, because it's only, what, 10 metres, is it? I think. So, yeah. Can't get a full can't get a full 13 metre trailer load on a 10 metre trailer. Well, unless you stack it up, if it's something that's stackable, but then you got to think about weight as well, because it's only got 2 axles. I can't remember what weight I can carry. I think it's 38 tonne. I can be up to, well, I can't carry 38 tonne, I can be up to 38 tonne. I think that's right for 2 axles on the trailer. I'd have to double check. So yeah, couldn't be overly heavy. But yeah, that's us done here in Scotland pretty much. We've just got to run south now, and I'm gonna get the Skelmersdale and park up for the night, which we'll probably be at. It's 4 hours 38 there, so I'd need a break to be able to get there. But it'll probably still keep me within a 10-hour drive. When I get the full details through and exactly where I'm going, I might change my mind, I might not, but yeah, I don't know. So I'll aim for Skelmersdale, park up there, and then yeah, the only thing is I'm going to be early, so there could be a lot of cars parked around still, so it could be difficult to get a space, which doesn't really bother me. I could park up somewhere and then wait until 5 o'clock, then move, because I'll still be way within my hours. So yeah, but we're just going to take a jolly down. I'm not going to rush. I'm going to stop and have a bit of lunch and do this, that and the other, twiddle my thumbs, scratch my bum, you know, that sort of thing. We'll get on back out through this lovely little place. But yeah, nice and easy. That's what we like. Like I said, a lot of running empty, but there's still a job to collect on the way back down, so just not until the morning. Because I won't have time to get all the way there. Oops. I realised it was a 20 limit through here. My bad. Busy yakking you lot. Lovely little drive over the river here. The river, whatever it is. It's probably a sign that tells you, but I didn't spot it. Turn right and back down towards Stirling, and then back on down all the roads I need to take to get back to England. Yeah. So, once again, pulled into DVSA checkpoint at Stirling. I've driven past it because I was trying to get back onto the M9, and they had a guy at the front and they've just waved me in, along with this tractor in front, which I think they're going to be a bit more interested in. So we'll see what happens with this. Right, story time number 2. Obviously we've just come out from a pull from the DVSA, which I'm going to put up in a separate video. Yeah, maybe. Should I release it before or after? I don't know. You'll see it on Thursday. There we go. We'll release it on Thursday. So, yeah, I've just been pulled by the DVSA, so you'll see all of that on Thursday's video, so check that out. So, yeah, once that video's come out, I'll then put a thingy to it up there, or up there, whichever way it comes out. Yeah. So, the whole story with my first week back at work. So, obviously, I told you about Monday and Tuesday with the batteries, and obviously that then come up with a discrepancy. Yeah, all good. So anyway, we run Wednesday, which was fine. I had 2 drops to do, one in Shrewsbury, one in Stoke-on-Trent, all good, fine. Then we run up to Buxton. We went up through Leek and up through to Buxton. Lovely bit of road that is. I'll definitely do that again. And then got them 2 drops off, collected a whole load of stuff, and that was for Taunton. So I went and stopped at Tewkesbury for the night. So Wednesday run absolutely fine. And then Thursday rolls around. Oh yes, this is, bearing in mind this is still my first week. So Thursday we had to run to Taunton to go get that stuff off, which was 20 pallets of post-crete or pre-mixed concrete for the setting posts and whatever. Got that all off, that was all good, fine and dandy. Run from there to Blandford to the Hall and Woodhouse Brewery to go collect, I've got the sun right in my face there. So the Hall and Woodhouse Brewery to go collect a load of alcohol. Sat there for a bit, finally got loaded, and then I was going to go run up to Wednesbury to park up for the night at secure parking there that I know about, that I can use because I do work for people. So I was running up there, and it would have all been great. I would have got there within a 4-hour drive. Fantastic, one go. I would have been there within a 13-hour day. Would have been about 12 hours to be fair. So, because I started at 6 and I was due to get there for 6, so I was like, oh, okay, that'll work out well then. So I was already pre-warned what I'd had to do Friday, which is to get that load off and then go collect another load and then take that back to the yard. So I was like, right, Friday, I'm potentially going to need a 15-hour day. Of course, I only had 1:15 left, so I was like, right, I need to preserve that. So anyway, I was running up, got loaded, I was running along made my way back down to the A31, M27, M3, A34, hit the A34, and I hit traffic where the 303 was. That held me up for a bit, great, whatever, got through that. Then I went up a little bit further, just north of Cheveley, and there was a car fire in the lay-by. So we were creeping up the hill, everyone was getting in lane 2 to get past the car fire. Literally just before me and the car in front got to it, to pass it, the fire engines came up, someone came out, stopped us, and then I had to sit there and wait for the fire to be put out. To be fair, I assume it is Newbury Fire and Rescue. Fantastic job. 24 minutes it took them to get that out and got us back on our way. 24 minutes. Very, very good. So yeah, they got that done and we got move on, which was a shame because I could have done with a half-hour break there. So yeah, that held me up and put me back to get to my destination for 6:30, which I was like, yeah, okay. So I fired on up. Bearing in mind this is Thursday hold on, work me dates out, 5, 6, 7, Thursday the 8th of December, and of course there was a warning for bad weather, snow. So of course heading up, I thought, oh, it's not too bad, bit wet, miserable, fine, whatever. If there's any snow, it's not going to settle because it's absolutely peeing it down. Got onto the M40, got up to Warwick, and we started getting snow. I thought, oh, okay, it's not too bad. And then just as I sort of got a few miles from the M42, it started really coming down, and everyone started slowing down, and I was like, no. As soon as I made my way to where the M5 meets the M42, it was horrendous, proper bad. So everyone slowed down to a crawl, which, fair enough, it's slippery, whatever, but the thing is, with a big vehicle like this, you need to keep your momentum up for the hills. So we were really struggling to get through the snow, got held up a lot. There was a car spun around facing the wrong way, a couple of cars on the hard shoulder. There was one point I was in lane 2 passing a couple of people. I had a whole bunch of people in front of me. Someone pulled out from lane 1 and lane 2 and lost a bit of control, so everyone in my lane started slamming the brakes on a hill. So of course I put the indicator on, noticed someone was by the wheels in the trailer. I was holding the indicator for a bit and they just weren't slowing down, so I just made the decision, just went across. So I had to cut them up a little bit. So otherwise I would have stopped and been stuck on that hill all night. Anyway, it was very slow going. Got to Frankly services, it was absolutely crammed. I wasn't going to get in there for a half-hour break, because originally I was going to get to my customer within a 4-hour, well, get to my destination within a 4-hour drive. Not going to happen. Ended up being over 4.5 hours. So I was like, damn, I need a break. Frankly services were crammed. And if any of you know Frankly services, when you get in there northbound, it's quite a slope to get back out again. And I thought, well, if the snow's bad there, I've got no chance. There's Carl. He's doing a Scotland run as well. Yeah, so I decided, I made the executive decision, sod it, I'm going to have to go over a 4.5 hour drive. So I carried on up to Bilston to park up for the night. The snow was very slippery, made it up the slip road and onto the roundabout, and made my way through Bilston. It wasn't too bad in the soft snow, because you get traction in snow. It's when it gets compacted, it gets a bit slippery. Anyway, made it into the parking area and parked up, and I went about 15 to 18 minutes over a 4.5 hour drive. So I done a printout, wrote on the back, which I gave the lady that I just done the DVSA checkpoint to. So yeah, so that was that. But the biggest issue is I got there just before 7 o'clock, so I managed to make it within a 13-hour day. But the big issue of that is my booking time in Stoke-on-Trent was 6 o'clock in the morning for an RDC, so I had to have a 9-hour off and leave at 5, well, 10 hours off, leave at 5 and get there for 6 a.m. so that used up my last 15. So yeah, that was that. So woke up in the morning, run to Sainsbury's in Stoke-on-Trent, got that off, that took 2.5 hours, run up to Skelmersdale to load steel, got that loaded, that took a little bit of time, and then run all the way back down south to go home. I run out of working time on a 13-hour day at Taunton, so I had to stop at Taunton for the night on a Friday, which was a right pain, because, wait for it, I had a CPC on Saturday. Yes, so I didn't even get that much of a rest, so I had to literally have an 11-hour off and get straight back on it and head from Taunton all the way back to the yard. Got back to the yard at 6:40. No, I dropped the trailer off at Gore Cross, so I got there at 6:30, dropped the trailer quickly, run back to the yard, got everything sorted, got out, left the yard at 6:50 and managed to make it to the CPC for 7 o'clock, and then sat in the CPC until 3 o'clock. So my first week back of the year was a 6-day week with a CPC at the end, which, to be fair, wasn't too bad. But yeah, what a hell of a week to come back to after a couple of weeks off. A hell of a week to start 2026 off. So yeah, sorry for the slightly long story, but it is what it is. That was my first week. Right, lovely views now. The sun is absolutely blinding at the moment, but look at that. Right, I'm going to go stop for some lunch in a bit and a pee. I'll see you when I park up in Skelmersdale later. Alright, so we finished at 4:20. We got here. Oh, looks like my food's arrived actually. That's a good shout. Oh. Lovely stuff. Right there. Alright, buddy, how's it going? Good stuff, thank you very much. That one.
And there's your heavy one.
Oh, lovely.
You go, mamie.
Thank you very much. Right, have a good night. Right. That was good timing. So it's currently like 5:30. We got here at a time of such. Where are we? Skelmersdale. Got here at like just after 4:20. So it's currently what, 5:30 now. So we've been here for an hour. Decided to order myself some food because there's a great place down here called. So I order some food on Just Eat. What I do is I order at the address that I'm parked outside of, and then I literally just put in the notes. Make sure it's not showing any of my details on there. So I'll just put on then lorry parked outside there, and I'll put my reg on it. And if the delivery driver's got anything about them, they're pretty clever and will find you. So it's a place I order from called Dynamo in Skelmersdale. And they do these. Oh, I got a free garlic bread. Lovely stuff. If you spend so much, you get a free garlic bread. But they do these awesome calzones, which it's kind of squished in the box, but yeah. 15 quid for that. Can't complain. Got some salad as well, so I'm going to enjoy that. So I'm going to sit here and carry on playing Minecraft, because that's what I've been doing. I'm going to eat some food. I'm going to get my head down. And we are going to... I said Buxton earlier, when it's not Buxton, it's just north of Buxton. I'll tell you this, Glossop, is it? Is that what it's called? Glossop? I don't know, something like, yeah, Glossop, Glossop. So that's where I'm going in the morning, which is about an hour and 20 minutes from here, hour and 15, hour and 20, so yeah, we'll probably start about 6 o'clock in the morning, get over there, because we're booked in for 8 o'clock, so beautiful stuff. See you tomorrow. Hello and good morning. We're on to Friday the 16th of January, 7:28 in the morning. We're nearly at the collection point. So yeah, see how we get on here. So we're a little bit early, the booking time's like 8 o'clock, so we're arriving at like 7:31, so we're a little bit early. But hopefully we get straight on. I don't know whether it looks like they got loading bays there, which obviously I've got a tail lift that covers the back doors, so I'll have to put that down if they load through the back doors. But I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'll have to undo the strap at the back that's holding the pump truck in as well. So yes, fun times. I don't know, hopefully it gets loaded on the side, because it's just easier all round then. And that way I can get it strapped all in one go and everything like that. Right, so we're in Glossop. Never been here before. Because it's just the other side of Stockport. North of Buxton, so it's not too far from where I said I was going to be. And then collect this and then head back down to Yeovil maybe and get it off, I don't know. So either go to Yeovil and get it off, or head back to the yard, and then it'll be a Monday job. For someone, maybe me, maybe someone else, who knows? Who knows? We've got to go left up here. That should be the industrial estate then. And then the place I want's directly on the right. That's it there. That truck's coming out of there. I suppose that's the gatehouse. Go in there and speak to someone on the gate, I guess. place I want. Is that the entrance? I guess so. Waiting area. Suppose all drivers in a row park on the left, switch off your engine, report to security. Righto, let's do that. I'll see you in a little bit. So I'm not actually collecting from this place as such, I'm collecting from a site on this place. So yeah, I'm all high-vised up, by the way. Just chuck my jacket on. So there should be a section up here with all Harris fencing where there's pallets and stuff, steel work to go back to solar port. So yeah, so I'm not actually doing a direct collection out of here, I'm just collecting stuff from a site that's here. Ah, it must be it there then. Okay. Yeah, solar panels, isn't it? Reverse down here then. Just give you a better view. Not that you see much because it's dark. Oh Christ, little trailer turns a lot. I said 12 pallets, but that could refer as 12 packs. Anyway, I've got a little trailer so it should fit on. We got these 12 pallets on now. Quite weighty little things considering their size, so yeah, a lot of little bits stacked on them, but apparently they were delivered here by mistake, so that's why I'm collecting them, because they're going back to Yeovil now. So yep, all loaded, lovely stuff, double stacked, so yeah, it's alright. Well within the confines of my actual weights, so we're all good with that. Sort of spread across the front half of the trailer, so not too bad. So yeah. Oof. So we just got to get ourselves out of here and get on back down to Yeovil, and then yeah, get these off and go home, I suppose, or do some bits and pieces. It includes toll road. What toll road are we going on then? I'll follow that, see where it takes me. 14 minutes of traffic apparently, 5 hours 18 back down the Yeovil, so yeah. All good to go? Cheers, thank you. Lovely stuff. So we get on back out onto the motorways and stuffs. Nah, we got to be waiting. You going off on the curb there, pal? There you go, well done. See if anyone will let us go. They won't, because there's a green light, so everyone's going to be like, go, go, go! But we won't leave room for the truck to get out, because everybody hates trucks. This guy let me out. Thank you. Alright, we are down in Michaelswood Services. Ignore the trailer bleating away at me. As soon as I move, it will shut up. There we go. So, we came down. So, the M6 is shut. Not south of the M58. So, we're lucky we sort of got out of Skelmersdale when we did. Apparently, someone's unalived themselves off a bridge, which is unfortunate. Carl's currently stuck in that. Like I said, luckily I sort of got past that before it happened. So yeah, yeah. Go seek help, people, please. don't be doing daft things like that. Go seek help. So Carl's currently stuck up in that at the moment. But yeah, I came down the M6. I sort of joined the M6 at Knutsford. We came down the M6, got to Stafford Services, went for a potty break and put some fuel in the truck because we were getting, wasn't low. I could have got a bit further down, but I thought, nah, that'll do, I'll get some fuel there. And then just pulled into Michaelswood here because I've run out of 4.5 hours driving. I had about 10 minutes left when I pulled in, so well, by the time I got into space. So stopped there, had a bite to eat. Yeah, and now we're heading back to the yard. My boss rang me, he said, yep, bring that all back to the yard, they don't want it today. I was like, cool, that'll do. So I'm going to go in the yard, get this taken off, drop the trailer in the yard, and then go do something else. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Yeah. Oh yeah, that calzone I ordered last night, superb. I didn't eat everything last night, because I'm not that much of a gamut. I had like one slice of the garlic bread, and that got chucked away, because, well, it was a free thing, I didn't order it, and I wasn't going to eat that much stuff. I ate more than half the chips, I ate most of the salad, and I ate just over half of the calzone, and I ate the other half this morning for breakfast, so lovely stuff. Yeah. But for I think it was 20 quid, I think it cost me in the end. So for that, can't complain. A lot of food. But yeah. We're all good. I'm gonna head on back down to the yard, do what we gotta do. See you in a bit. Right, so here we are coming down Chiddock Hill. Nearly back at the yard. Lovely stuff. I do have some other duties to do, so we'll get on and do some of them depending on what they are. Might see if I can pop in the workshop and see if they can, or might jump up myself and clean the air horns out and see if that helps them work a bit better, because you know they haven't worked for many months now. I broke them on my first day, so yeah. They're not detrimental to the truck working, are they? So it's not really required to have them cleaning, as the truck does have its own standard horn. Alright. Not too bad though, we've made good time. It's 27 past 2, 28 past 2 by the time we get in the yard, so yeah, we've had a good run down. Get in there. Are you slowing down for any reason, or? Alright, let's see if anyone lets us in. This van might. Yeah, he's just flashed. Alright, let's go in here and get these 12 pallets taken off. And yeah, see what else we got to do. See you in a bit. Right, so we went in the yard. Boss took the 12 pallets off. I swapped over to a tri-axle trailer, and now we're going to drop it off right back where we started this video from. So we're going to go down there and drop this off. And I think after that, I don't think I have anything else to do other than go back and get the truck washed. But like I said, I'll probably pop down the workshop because I've got a engine management light come up, which came up yesterday, so I'll go down there and get them to check that out quickly. And like I said, maybe clean out the air horns if they're not too busy. I'll see if they've got time to assist with that. I'm quite happy to do it, climb up and do it, so yeah. Just go down here and cause some calamity. It's right at 3 o'clock with just school breaking up time, so sometimes there's quite a bit of traffic that comes through here about this time, so this could be interesting. Oh. Slidey trailer. Yeah, on, you're right, you got room. There we go. Everyone is through. Lovely stuff. Alright, see if we can get up in here without any issues. Oh, they've trimmed all the hedges back. Nice. Good stuff. I can actually see over the top of them. Hopefully the ones right down here have been done as well, because I won't be bashing all my mirrors on them. The sun's right in my eyes there as well. Just don't help. These ones have all been trimmed. Still hitting stuff on that side though. The question is, have these ones been done on the right? Maybe not. I'm going to say no. No, they haven't. Oh, hi Mercedes. If you come this way, because I need to go in there. So if you just back up straight, that'd be great. Lovely stuff. Alright, let's reverse this in and then get it dropped off and then get one out of there. Alright, see you in a minute. Alright, lovely stuff. We are all done here. We're going to end the video exactly where we started it. Driving out here. Just without a trailer this time. So yeah, all I got to do is go back to Gore Cross, go pick up the step frame, take that back to the yard, and then I'm done. So there's no point showing you picking up a trailer and that, because you know the score, because I'm using that Monday, so for tractors apparently. Lovely stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to end the video here. I should have put my hand up earlier, I don't think you saw me. Yeah, first video of 2026 all done, wrapped up. I hope it was good. So yeah, we've had a bit of a fun couple of first weeks back. Obviously last week I ended up having a 6 running in a Saturday and then straight into a CPC, and then yeah, you're gonna have to back out, my dear. Just take it easy, nice and slow. That's right, you'll be right there. You'll be right there. Yeah, and then obviously this week being pulled in by DVSA, so hopefully that's not a sign of what the rest of the year is going to be like. I'm sure being pulled in by a DVSA once every few weeks will probably do well for the videos, but I don't really want to be doing that, so yeah. But no, we've had a not too bad a pull, but you'll see that on Thursday anyway. Yeah, nothing more to say really. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was all good for you. Yeah. So yeah, I'm still getting back into the swing of things and a bit lost for words. Nah, I'm alright. Just tired. It's a Friday. Always tired on a Friday. Oh, hi Van. You can squeeze down this side on me. No, you're gonna reverse up. Good man. Good man. That makes my life even easier. Oh, wheel spin. Yeah. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. The more you do that, the more it pushes my video out to other people. I should probably do this bit like through in the middle of the video or near the start somewhere, so more people are likely to see it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Why not? It doesn't cost you nothing, and then you get to see my content when it was released, because it will show up in your subscriptions feed. So hit that subscribe button. Let's see how many we can get this year. I am already at 14,000, so we hit 14,000 halfway through last week, which was, no, halfway through this week, which was wonderful. So as of halfway through January, I hit 14,000 subscribers, which is a brilliant milestone. That means we made 6,000 new subscribers. I say, it sounded like a product. I've had 6,000 of you subscribe to me over the past year, which has been absolutely mind-blowing. So that's by far the biggest increase I've ever had. So let's see if we can do another 6,000 this year. It would be incredible to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So I think we'll start the road to 20,000 subscribers now, because let's be honest, we're not too far off, are we? So yeah, get subscribing, people. If you're not already. I know I badger on about it, but there we go. So yeah, share the video if somebody you think might like it, and leave a comment. You know, ask whatever you want in the comments, and then we'll go from there. If you ask questions, I might be inclined to answer them. So yeah, do that. So take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely. Thanks for trucking around with Jono. Let's make 2026 great, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.